G'day guys, welcome back to Mango Invest. We've reached a massive milestone within the portfolio of $300,000 US. So the total equity is sitting at $298,000 with a total profit of $24,325. On the right hand side of the screen, you've got the cash position sitting at $6,440. So awesome milestone there. It's taken me 4 years of investing to actually get to this point. So it's not easy. And I think that's a good goal to end on in 2023. Hopefully, 2024, sees the portfolio rise to 350,000. So that's the goal for next year. But honestly, that'll take a bit of market push to get to that point. But some of the news in the portfolio this week or the last sort of 2 weeks is Apple and Microsoft continues to drive up in price. And as it did that, I recently sold more of Apple just to add to this sort of cash position as well as regular deposits. But the surprising thing is the real estate investment trusts within the portfolio have been driving up in value quite a bit. Now, this is Realty Income Corporation over the last year. And you've seen like that massive sort of downtrend and a recent sort of, spiking crash there. Only lasted for like a week or so. But I had a lot of people say, look, Realty Income Corporation is sitting at, $46 per share. Don't buy yet. Just wait an extra, couple of weeks. They'll go down an extra 15 to 20%. Now, I was thinking about holding off for a little bit, but then, listening to, Warren Buffett and other sort of good investors like that, they said, don't even try to time the market. Just take your opportunities when you can. So, with me selling Apple and Microsoft, I used a bit of that cash as well as selling some other companies to purchase right in at this point. So I think the actual price I bought at was $48 per share, so not too bad. And I think it worked out to be like probably $4,000 to $5,000 in total over the course of a couple of days. So really happy I did that. And the main thing of what it did is bring the average stock price down to $58 per share. So I'm still negative by $770. But overall, that average price has gone from $62 per share all the way down to 58, which is really good. Locking in some more dividends at a cheaper price. So extremely happy with that. But let's have a look at some more recent transactions. So if we look at, the last couple of weeks, it's just been a hell lot of dividends. You can see Jeppy's, up to paying $282 per share. AG&C's paying $118 per share. Per month. And then here's the recent Apple sell that I did. So of the $986 that was sold, I believe, $300 was probably profit. And then that just sat in the cash position just up the top here. And then on the 18th of December, we had a massive day just for dividends. Overall, I think it was sitting at $440 roughly just in the one day. So that was absolutely huge. And then that'll be all tallied up at the end of the month. So on the 1st of January, I'll look to do like the amount of dividends that I earned in the month of December. So fairly big month. Wait out for that video there. But let's have a look at track your dividends. So overall, the portfolio is sitting at $305,000 with equity and cash. We've got a yield on cost of 5.15%, which is absolutely huge. And then we've got an annual income of $14,458. If you look at this little question mark here, that makes it an average monthly income of $1,205, all US currency. So that $1,200 per month in Australian currency, you're looking at around $1,700, $1,800 per month, which is absolutely huge. Slowly closer to retiring off those dividends. Not quite there yet. Maybe a couple more years and we'll get there. Some of the big pays within the portfolio every single year. We've got Jeppy of $3,448. We have QILD of $2,475. And then Realty Income Corporation, due to the most recent purchase of the extra $5,000 going in there, we're getting $1,932 every single year, just in dividends alone from those three companies. Absolutely huge there. And then let's have a look at the dividend spreadsheet that we've been working on here. So all these dividends every single month since 2019, I've been putting what I've earned every single month there. Now, I've totaled all of those up, and in the 4 years that I've been dividend investing, 28.5, $1,000 there is the total amount of dividends earned in that 4 years. So go do the math on what that is in Australian currency, but I think 28 grand in 4 years is pretty good. And then here you can see all the months, what I've placed in this graph. This is just a visual representation of what that actually looks like. So the highest month was in 2022 in September of $1,500. But that was from BHP, and they pay twice a year. So I ended up selling those and then redistributing that out into other, monthly paying dividend companies such as JEPI and QYLD. And then you can see it's a little bit more consistent there, as opposed to just having those random spikes here and there. And this is the average yearly income. So, back in 2020, we were projected to get, 3,400 every single year. All the way up, we've seen a nice linear progression, and now we're getting, $12,646 per year, just on average. Obviously, you're going to have, your higher and lower months, but as a yearly sort of average, we're just getting over $12,000 there. And then this is the average monthly income. So, like I said, you'll have your, $1,000 months, your $1,300 months. Sometimes even a little bit lower, but overall we're averaging, just over $1,000, per month, which is pretty insane there. But that just about does it. That's the portfolio update for this week. Hope you enjoyed it. I look forward to 2024, and hopefully we can have a fairly big year. If you did like the content, make sure you subscribe and give me a thumbs up. It really helps out the channel. And happy investing in 2024.